Moving on to the side taper, we're going to use our GoFX to create our first guideline, and we're going to make it into a curved shape. We're also going to shave off his sideburns and make sure his face is nice and clean. Now that we're done balding him out, we're going to move on to the back ear line and line it up, starting off at the bottom, working our way to the top arch using the corners and making sure the hair feeds into the teeth of the trimmer. Now we're using our foil shavers to remove the stubble and make sure everything's nice and bald. Now that we're done balding him out, we can move on to our no guard all the way open and create our second guideline. We also want to follow that same curved shape. Now that we're done tacking that initial guideline, we can move on to our one guard all the way open and create our third guideline. Remember, we're going to use the lever to soften up this line and get ready for the half guard. This is going to help us collect to the no guard all the way open. Now we're using our half guard to make sure the line between the no guard all the way open and the one guard all the way open is completely blended out. Using our two guard all the way open, we're going to create our fourth guideline and use the comb to feed the hair into the clipper. Remember, we're going to use this same guard and its lever to soften up the line and get ready for the 1.5 guard. Now we're moving on to the 3 guard all the way open, and we're going to continue to debulk the side taper. We're making sure the transition between the complete baldness and the bulk on top is completely smooth and unrigid. Here we're using our clipper oval comb to make the sides as clean as possible and take care of any weight lines. Now that we got our rough draft, we're detailing as much as possible with our previous guards, including the 2 guard and the 1.5 guard. Using our gold FX, we're going to line up a C cup, starting off at the bottom and working our way to the top arch. Going back to my 1 guard all the way open, I'm using its corners to detail as much as possible. Before we do our shear work on top and on the sides, we're going to make sure the hair is nice and saturated so I can get its true length. Now that the hair is nice and saturated, I'm going to comb everything in place. Starting off in the front, we're going to grab our first guideline and show them the length we want to cut and continue it through the top of the capitus, connecting it to the sides. When using your shears, you want to make sure you grab the hair with the comb, feed it into your fingers as tight as possible, stretch it as much as possible, and cut it with your cutting blade. As you can see, I'm connecting the sides to the top and making sure everything is nice and smooth. Again, I hope you guys are enjoying the video. If you made it this far into the video, leave a comment down below of my subscriber count. I'm 100% gonna reply to it. Now that we're done with our shear work, we're going to move on to our Turkish razor and Derber premium blades and make them as crispy as possible. But before we do that, we're going to apply some shave gel so our razor could glide better. When using the razor, you want to make sure you stretch the skin as much as possible with your opposite hand and keep the razor at a 45-degree angle. This lowers the likelihood of you cutting someone.